Welcome to Dicejunkies, and this is Perception Check, episode 20, where we talk about Jumanji, Inhumans, and some Mass Effect rumors. I'm here with
Q.
Damien.
And I'm Xenodamus. Hope you enjoy. Alright, let's get into the news. First thing we have is the Watchmen series coming to HBO, so that's sort of cool. I mean, what do you guys think? I like the Watchmen movie. I like the Watchmen graphic novel, and it is a good series to me. So I'd love to see what they can do with an HBO series. I mean, kind of the people that do Game of Thrones and all that. So
I like the movie. I didn't see I didn't read the graphic novel or anything, but I like the movie.
Mm-hmm. Same here.
Something always kind of niggled in the back of my head that it was too much like X-Men, something like that, and I couldn't really just go all in on them.
I don't think it was like X-Men. It's sort of gritty Justice League, gritty.
It's more. There you go. It's more Justice League than X-Men. Mm-hmm. I was trying to come up with a good example.
Yeah.
But I mean, it kind of smacked of a little copying here and there, But I enjoyed the movie, and I wouldn't mind seeing a series of it.
Yeah, I liked it because it was grittier and a lot of street level type stuff. Other than the one guy with the unhuman
Manhattan.
Yeah, Manhattan powers.
Well, at least they gave a pretty decent storyline for that.
Yeah,
I mean,
my biggest thing is that the movie was good. It does good as a movie. I have mixed feelings as a series because, to me, there's really only two characters in that series that are interesting, and it's Rorschach and the comedian.
Mm-hmm.
So the other characters just don't interest me at all, like absolute zero.
Mm-hmm.
So if I watched it, it'd have to be heavy on Rorschach and the comedian.
Yeah. I would definitely hope that it revolves around Rorschach more than anybody else.
Especially Rorschach top.
Yeah.
So you guys would be thinking that it's going to be before the movie timeline?
I think it's.
So.
I'm pretty sure it's a. It's a reboot type thing. So I mean, you're going to have probably that. I'm hoping it has that noir, superhero type feel
if
to
it's
it.
After that, I'm not going to do spoilers here, but
well, yeah.
But I mean, if it happens after that, you're going to be missing a few characters. So,
well, yeah. There's a lot to. Yeah, I don't think it's going to take. It's not the same actors or anything like that. It's not the same actors.
Well, yeah.
Four. Yeah. You're missing most of the characters.
Oh, yeah. Including Rorschach.
Well, yeah. There are a lot of people who are doing other things after the movie, so they're not going to be around.
Well, I mean, the movie's been out for a while. If somebody hasn't seen
I don't think.
Okay, then you'd have you'd have the stupid owl guy and the chick, and that's it.
Yeah.
Really, like you'd have 2 out of 6 characters. So that would be a really. Now, if it was new people, yeah, I wouldn't mind that. But they're showing off the.
But it's from Damien Lindelof. He did The Leftovers, the TV series, which was an alright TV series. I watched some of it, and its season ended, or the series ended, and so this is his next series that they're looking into is going to be The Watchmen. So I think.
As long as he keeps the flow going. I mean, we just talked about Arrow. I hope he keeps the dark gritty. Because one of the things
that's sort of the point of The Watchmen now, is that dark gritty.
Kind of thought that was the point of the new Awesome Arrow series, but now it's gotten way less gritty and way more comic booky.
Yeah.
But, it'd be worth a look.
Oh, yeah.
It'd be worth a look.
Which
I'm not
going
to set my expectations too high, though.
And I guess I should mention, this is 2-week-old news, because, I mean, we are... We were at a con last weekend, and so we're a little bit behind and everything, and so we're just sort of highlighting a few of the things that happened over the last 2 weeks that we thought of.
We talk about what we feel like.
Oh yeah, and I was happy to see the Game of Thrones season 7. They did a second trailer on that. I'm not going to go much into it. I know you guys aren't big Game of Thrones fans, but it was a really good trailer.
Sorry.
Yeah. I really enjoyed it. I'm hyped. I'm waiting to see this series. It's coming out on the 16th. So we're just.
Well, now the fantasy's starting to get a little heavier, and it is starting to catch my eye. I'm not into medieval dramas, which is kind of what it was, but the dragons are there. I'm starting to see some actual monsters. I'm like, I might show up. I might jump in at season 7.
It's a good series. Good series. Now we saw. Now this is sort of on the cheesy, corny factor, but I had to throw it in because we have one of the Doctor's companions as part of the cast, and I'm a big Doctor Who fan. You have The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, who is a gamer and stuff. So
Kevin Hart,
Jack
Black, Tenacious D.
Black, yeah. So with a cast like this, I may actually watch this. It's a Jumanji. Welcome to the jungle.
No, it isn't. They should have just left Jumanji off. The cast is what's selling this movie.
Sorry.
Oh, Lord, that was bad.
Yeah, well.
But no, the cast looks funny. This is going to be a fun movie. But you need to show up and just forget the whole Jumanji part, because they changed the whole concept of how it works. They didn't have the board game.
So I've only seen the movie. I don't know how from what I understand, this may be more like the book. I don't know.
There's a book?
I think so. Or maybe, no, the game. There was a game. There was an actual game, I think.
Huh, did I know that?
It was referenced off of something. I'm not in my Jumanji lore, so...
Me neither. I thought it was a board game, and I kind of liked the way the original... the whole point of the thing was this board game that was bringing stuff into the real world. And this one, they flip it, completely to where they're going into the game, and it's a video game, and they're not themselves.
I don't know. Like I said, I watched the trailer, though. I laughed. I thought it was funny. So...
Where's the top 2 half of my body?
Yeah.
When Kevin Hart spoke, I smiled. That's it. Because Kevin Hart's a funny motherfucker.
Kevin Hart.
Well, there you go.
But it's not Jumanji.
All right. Then we had Netflix did full Death Note trailer. Freaking awesome.
They seem to be taking some liberties, but they seem to be actually working really well. The anime had that kind of suspense of realism in a lot of parts. They seem to be actually very logically trying to make it look like, no, this is what would really happen if someone was doing this. And I like that. Because I was worried they were going to try to keep that kind of over the top.
And I think we mentioned, it would have been nice for them just to do... Here's the Death Note and this new cast, this different group,
it's kind of
from a different location. But they did keep the characters and stuff, and the names and all that stuff. So
they're taking a lot of liberties with the personalities.
They're taking a lot of liberties, which you sort of expect them to. It's just, I'm out of all the anime to live action movies or series I've seen, they take a lot of liberties.
True, and this seems to be the right choice. Ghost in that's a whole other conversation.
Ghost in the Shell.
Ghost in the Shell. That was it. Yeah.
So we're gonna see that, and
I got my anime screwed up.
But I'm watching it. I'm definitely watching.
But yeah, I understand that. I'm okay with that. I'm gonna watch it, and I'm not gonna judge it against the anime because I don't think that's going to work.
Is it going to be a series or a movie?
I am not quite sure. I thought it was a series, but I know it streams on August the 25th. Now,
here's the series, man. We'll catch it. We'll sit down and Dicejunkies it.
Let's see. Death Note, Netflix, and come on, roll with something while I'm looking this up.
Oh, so Ghost in the Shell. They did take some liberties with the movie. It looked like they tried to mix in multiple series. But I think the fusion actually worked out pretty well, especially for somebody new to it. Fans got a good bit of what they wanted, but they also introduced a format for people just jumping in that I think would pull viewers in and get them interested in the series. And that's what you want. You want people to want to go watch the anime after they see the movie. And not be like, what the heck? It didn't go so far out left field that somebody watching the anime will just be like, this is not anything at all. They'll see elements, of both. No matter which one of the Ghost in the Shell they decide to go see, they're going to see elements from the movie in both. What do you think?
I don't know. I didn't care for it. that's. I mean, I just didn't care for it. I didn't.
Special effects.
I watched. But see, maybe that's the problem. You know, anytime.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to sound like an idiot, but
I do it all the time.
yeah, I do it all the time too. But to me, if you have to use 90% CGI to make a movie, you shouldn't make that movie.
I don't know, though, man. It costs try to do Ghost in the Shell without a lot of CGI. They need some big cast for all those special effects.
In other words, they shouldn't make the movie.
Hey.
Well,
That's just my opinion.
It is supposed to be a film, so with a film, I expect them to take a lot of liberties because there's a lot to go through for that storyline, and I don't see where they can.
Ghost in the Shell has very distinctly different storylines too, so I was actually shocked they tried to fuse it because I'm like, man, these are not related movies.
I don't know. Ghost in the Shell would have made a decent. Should have made a decent film. I think they went wrong with Ghost in the Shell.
You know what? Series.
Death Note, I think, should have been a series versus a film, though. But it looks like it is going to be a film.
So they're going to try. Actually, I think that it should be wrapped up in one go. I'm going to have to disagree there. I watched the Death Note series, and to me, it was too long. I loved it, but it felt like Light just drug it out and got away with it so long. I was kind of waiting for the climax, and it just never came. It was like, okay, and nope, he got away again, he got away again, he got away again. I'm like, okay, then can he just get away and win? Either get away and win or catch him, but don't drag it out.
Yeah, like I said, I think there's a lot of characters. There's a lot of different things that I think would probably work better as a series. But that's my opinion. It is a film though, so you win.
Well, I mean, it could have been a short series, though. 6-7 episodes, hour.
Well, no, and that's what I mean when I say series. I'm not necessarily saying it needs to be a 24-episode
You could
series.
have a mini-series.
But we like a mini-series.
Let's meet in the middle. Mini-series is perfect, yeah.
But that ain't what we're getting, so it doesn't really matter.
They're going to have to cover a lot of ground to get that going, man. You're right. Now that I think about it, that's going to be one fast-paced show.
Yeah, I mean, that could be a long movie. I didn't see the run time, so it could be like a 2.5,
Titanic
3 hour movie. Yeah.
We'll have to see.
Yeah. So Marvel's Inhumans trailer was released by Marvel. It looked interesting. I'm not a big Inhumans fan, so I sort of have a little trouble judging this one. So
I'm not either. So I thought it looked okay.
Yeah,
I love the dog.
Visually, it looked fine.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, they definitely got his crazy freaking brother down to a T.
Oh no, the casting for his brother I thought was.
I forgot his
good.
name, but it's like something the Mad or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, he's literally called like the Mad. And he comes off as a real psycho.
Yeah, but I thought the casting for his brother was definitely good casting. The dog CGI was pretty freaking good, man.
Maximus the Mad.
Yeah.
Yeah, Maximus the Mad is well cast. I can't say how good Black Bolt's cast because Black Bolt doesn't talk. So, you're kind of like... You're going to spend a lot of time with the camera just looking at your stoic face.
See, I'm probably going to pronounce this wrong, but it's Ewan Rian. He played in...
I'm almost sure you butchered the hell out of it.
He played in Game of Thrones. He also played in The Misfits, which is a cool superhero TV series. If you haven't seen it, you should check out The Misfits. But yeah, and he has that sort of sadistic feel to him anyway. Even in The Misfits, where he was a good guy, you kept doubting it, because of who they had acting. So
yeah, he definitely does a good job because I don't like him.
There you go.
Well, he'll get his comeuppance, we are sure.
Yeah, but he's good.
Look, these special effects are pretty decent. To be honest, I was worried about ABC. But it looks like they're going to do pretty good.
Yeah.
ABC's more of a drama station to me. So I'm worried about them trying to take on the superhero act because the Inhumans are literally inhuman. They're weird.
Yeah,
to be blunt, they're kind of weird.
You've seen them in comics before, right?
Yeah, they're kind of weird.
I mean, what do you think about the casting for the rest of the people outside of the brother?
They did a very necessary update because if you thought the spandex and Wolverine needed to go, then you definitely don't want to see what these guys look like.
Okay.
Prior.
Now, I've seen Black Bolt's outfit prior. It didn't look too bad.
But but like Medusa, his wife's outfit was improved.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I see some of the slutty elements still there, but it's also toned down to enough for TV.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, she got some open
sucks.
parts. They're trying to do a drama, man, not a teen fantasy fulfillment. Go to the convention if you want to see sexy Medusa. There you go, yeah. But all of it looks pretty good. They don't look as off-putting as I expected them to. Even the dog, the huge moon dog guy, like the creature, teleporter, doesn't look too bad.
Yeah.
Like I said, I enjoyed the dog. The dog was awesome.
Yes.
All right, so on to the next thing. We've got
Heartbreak.
one last thing. We saw this. Now, I mean, it still seems to be a little bit rumor, a little bit fact, so, but it's most likely from the things we've heard and the things leading up to this point, it's probably true. And that's Mass Effect Andromeda will not get any single-player expansions. So your DLC is probably not going to happen. And no sequels.
Well, no announced plans for they're not working on a sequel.
Which means if there is a sequel, as long as it took them to do Andromeda, which was
It's
how
gonna
many
take
friggin' years?
Normally they're working on a sequel after the first game's released is the traditional thing you see. Especially for a big series like this.
Well,
so
I
it's a
think
bad
that a lot of
time.
them, they look at the open numbers and then they jump right after that. But the open numbers didn't do that great. And then there was all the hate,
And EA.
which, I mean,
it is EA.
as much as I hate to admit it, I came into Mass Effect Andromeda with glistening eyes and looking for an awesome game.
Sorry, trying to visualize you with the big, sparkly, optimistic eyes.
Very optimistic, and I fought for it, and I ignored a lot of the failures of the game. And the game was really fun, but it did have a lot of failures. It did have a lot of issues.
But what's sad about it is just like when I brought it up and y'all kind of jumped on me. I understand. But like I was trying to say then, the sad part is I think it wasn't defeated because it was not a good game.
No.
I think it was defeated because the expectations were too high.
Yeah.
Because it was Mass Effect. That's why it did not succeed.
Well, yeah.
If it had been any other game with all those cool, fun elements I saw y'all playing with, it would have been an amazing game. But it was not up to what people had in their minds decided the next Mass Effect should be. And that's unfair in a way, because I think it was a good game. But
it was.
People wanted it to be
Like
a
I said,
great game.
honestly, a lot of the failures in the game I didn't notice until they fixed them. And I was like, oh.
I mean, come on, dude. I'm a Bethesda fan, so I was like,
Yeah.
there were failures in the game, but I'm like, oh yeah. And I also had a dragon fly backwards on my Skyrim game for months.
Well,
and I couldn't kill.
Well, and that's the
you know?
thing. They were pretty quick on getting the updates out there, getting the fixes out there, and all that. So.
They have most of the bad stuff fixed, but people still just want to rail against it.
Well, also that costs money. I think really what happened is that they looked at it and said it costs us a lot of money to get what people wanted out of this, because that's not cheap. Putting out 9 patches is not exactly free.
Well, and I think somebody mentioned it on here once before when we brought it up that it also may have had a lot to do with the fact that it was EA, and people love to hate EA.
Yeah, me too. I hate them. I'll admit I hate EA.
I hate the the Origins stuff. I mean, it's annoying.
Yep.
So I want to hate on some things just because it's EA as well.
I mean, I'm blaming EA right now. Like, I'm blaming EA for there not being a sequel. Because, if they don't think they're going to make money, EA will drop something in a hot minute. They don't care how you feel about it.
Yeah.
I believe it might have pushed for a sequel if they weren't involved, but they're not doing anything that requires effort. So they're like, no, man, all these patches and all this, screw you. We're not doing this.
But all right, that pretty much ties it up for the news that we have. We're back to our regular scheduled programming. And
you almost made it sound like we were serious.
I know, right? And so you should start seeing us doing our perception check and random encounters weekly again, and our podcast and all that. So be sure to stay tuned and keep watching. Hey guys, thanks for watching this episode. Be sure to like, subscribe, and down below we have a description with all of our social media. Check that out. You can check us out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Patreon, Google+. All the links are down there. You can see some behind the scenes stuff, as well as, just whenever we're posting something, we always post to those medias as well. Also, you can look over to the side here and we'll have some links to some other videos you might want to check out, as well as below you'll see the Dicejunkies icon where you can click to subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.